Is the manual easy to understand?
Yes, it is easy to understand if you are an adult with some previous knowledge on the subject.
Does the manual include specific scenarios and actions that I can follow suit to become a good digital citizen? Which ones?
Yes, it is clear about creating stronger passwords and how to do it. It is clear about not opening any suspicious email to avoid phishing, and it is clear about the licensing and the intellectual property rights that you have to respect.
How will you add submit from the manual?
I will include a section for social media interactions so you don't spread fake news or you don't trust any places, and how to avoid people that you don't know in your social network.
The manual easy to understand.
Yeah, I understand the manual, and I think it's very explicit about the situations for security information in the net right now.
The manual includes specific scenarios and actions that I can follow suit to become a good digital citizen. Which ones?
Yeah, the manual have good samples how to avoid the phishing and how to make a good password.
How would you modify, add, or submit from the magazine? Explain.
I think the magazine is very complete and have everything you need to know about the problems that you can have in the net right now.
Is the manual easy to understand?
Yes, the part of how to protect your information is easy, and there are some other terms that you need some previous information about it.
Does the manual include specific scenarios and actions that I can follow suit to be a good digital citizen? Which ones?
Yes, at least I remember three. One is create a good password, use safer sites, and the third is that always mention the reference of the information you are putting in your work or in your homework.
How would you modify, add, or submit from the manual?
I will add like a do's and don'ts list of tips that you can recommend to the reader.
Why is it important to interact with digital technology in an ethical, healthy, and safe way? I think it's important because if if you have a bad use of the internet, you can get really bad repercussions about it, and it's not fair for people who has their own ideas to use them as your own. For example, when you don't cite people, or when you start using a lot of plagiarism, so your work can be I don't know, like prettier, or it can seem a little bit more formal or stuff like that. It's not fair that you take other people's ideas. And also, on the healthy way, it's not healthy for everyone to be on the internet all the time, because there are limits and you have to know how to control yourself when you're using the internet. And when I say limits, I'm talking about boundaries between the deep web, for example, or if you start hacking people or stuff like that, like that's not okay. And in a safe way, well, when you use good passwords that are long enough, safe enough, and it's really hard to hack, like that's a safe way to be on the internet. And also, don't, when you're researching for stuff, don't go to not trustworthy internet pages.